A back alley in the 12th ward of Marcainne, nestled between Big Alan's butcher shop and a UPS location. A young boy working his first ever job runs up to the brick wall on the UPS side of the alley, trying desperately to keep his distance from the stinking dumpsters where rotten meat chunks from Big Alan's butcher shop waste products will inevitably lay for days longer before the trash is collected. He grabs a rusted bucket and flips it over, hopping on its flat bottom with one foot to give himself the extra bit of height he needs. Holding his breath, his hands move quickly, though not particularly dexterously. He sloppily applies cheap glue to the four corners of a thick sheet of poster paper before he slaps it onto the brick wall in front of him. He lined the edges up with the bricks, and yet the poster was still slightly crooked. He'd learn later that day that no bricks are quite level in Quality Hills. As his form slinks out of our view of this wall, he reveals to us the subject of the poster, the hulking form of Marcainne's own Ultraman. In his gargantuan hands is 2024's new Klein phone model, the ZZX Prime Macro. His appearance is so easily recognizable that Ultraman's name isn't even featured on the poster itself. Instead, where you might expect a label beneath him, the name of the new phone is printed in black lettering, outlined with a silvery white. An alley walked by few and enjoyed by none. Perfect marketing space for a brand already seen across the world. Our vision flicks forward a week, but our perspective on the poster stays the same. Stationary. Rain falls into view as the poster slowly takes in the assault of precipitation. The fibers bloat and the top layers of color on Ultraman's form bleed through to the bleached white back of the poster. The sound of gunfire in the distance, and then the heavy panting of an injured woman. She wears a black bandana on her head and has tattoos up the sides of her arms and neck. A stream of blood, thinned by the downpour around her, falls down her right arm and mixes with the muddied puddles of this alley. She stops for just a moment to look up with bitter eyes at Ultraman's emotionless expression staring back down at her. She spits from her bloodied mouth, hitting the bottom left corner of the poster, disdain clear in the heat of her pupils. 5 days forward again, the top right corner of this now dried and crinkled poster has fallen loose, drooping down and obscuring some of the non-important, yet very important fine print of the poster. An older man clocks out of his shift at the UPS. He's overworked, and we can already hear his sighs of exhaustion before he even steps into frame. Taking the back door of the building to avoid the hassle of customers on the way out. It's only as he's crossing the path of our view on the weathered poster that the unheard footsteps of another figure quickly break the silence and rush the old man. A scrawny punk with a knife punches and pushes our unwitting victim into the wall with a thud. He shouts for the old man's money and presses the blade to his neck. But the impact shook the poster. As it falls loose from its cheap glue chains, the open hand of Ultraman, plastered flat on paper, holding the ZZX Prime Macro, falls forward to the horror of the would-be mugger, directly onto his face, obscuring his vision as he wrestles it off of him. The UPS worker, wise in age though slow in flesh, takes the opportunity and rushes for the street and his inevitable safety. The next evening, clouds are broken by the last rays of a setting sun in the alleyway. The poster is half ruined and stained on the alley ground. Our perspective finally shifted to meet it there. A metallic foot lands heavy on the paper, shredding one final hole through the chest of Ultraman and destroying the ZZX Prime Macro. A soft, artificial voice says, "Apologies, but no littering." As it then crumples up the poster, the mysterious figure, metallic and machine-like, crushes it, throwing it into the dumpster of Big Alan's butcher shop, right on the stinking waste, then disappearing as fast as they arrived. We stare again at a blank brick wall, its bricks running just so slightly crooked. Sunday the 21st of July, a familiar young boy runs through the alley, kicking a familiar metal bucket over one more time for a much-needed boost. He puts a new poster up, no longer crooked. The bright blue eyes and the bright blues and yellows of a new hero's uniform nearly shine in the long shadows of the alley. Right next to it, another poster plastered high. 5 heroes with their powers on display. Rising Star on one poster and the Quality Team on the other. 12th Ward's newest, finest, and bravest heroes.
And with that, everyone wakes up in the morning. It is Sunday, July 21st. You guys have just had your hero debut against Searvax, a curious AI who wants to learn from you guys as much as it wants to play with you. You guys had a very, very late night as you went to the Meridian Steakhouse, that is the name of it, on the northern edge of Sugar Island. And you guys enjoyed a very, very nice meal, probably the nicest meal a lot of you guys have had in a very long time, if ever. You met with Liam Davis, former archaeologist, who gave you his phone number and introduced himself to you guys.
Insert high-pitched scream of joy and laughter, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Literally that,
As you guys shared a meal after your first battle, feeling conflicted. One of you conflicted about their wherewithal about themselves. One of you conflicted about how a creature such as Searvax could be so naive and yet so terrible. And one of you conflicted about your personal life now directly getting involved with that of your chosen profession. As you guys wake up in the morning, who wakes up first?
It's church day.
Victor! As you were getting ready for church, your father is in the bathroom in the mirror currently, affixing his blazer together. You can see and you catch it for just the briefest moment, a little piece, a strip of hair shaved on the back of his head, right at the nape of his neck. Likely what the doctors had to do the surgery. Something you didn't notice before, but now, after having fought Searvax, you are acutely aware of every time you see him. You put on your outfit. Your sister is dragging her feet, literally, to not get ready. As she refuses to wear a dress, her and your dad get in a huge fight as they eventually agree that she can wear jeans and a t-shirt.
I'm cleaning and tidying up while they're fighting, because I think that's just how Victor copes with...
Yeah, the Valen household is full of back and forth, back talk, and a little bit of screaming and yelling, before eventually you guys are on your way to church. As that goes through, who else wakes up in the morning?
Who wakes up in the morning? You can choose to die here.
To choose to die.
You don't wake up in the morning.
No, good point. I'm dead. No, I'm just, Kane sleeps in on this Sunday. Kane sleeps in on this Sunday for the first time in a long time. He sleeps in. I wake up at 10. I wake up to probably the complaining and bitching of Mike, who didn't get breakfast this morning because Kane didn't wake up to make it. As he is probably groaning about it.
Yeah. He has been groaning. It is only when you come out of your room and come out that he gestures widely to, like, you guys don't have a kitchen table, but you do have a kitchen, like, half kitchen, like, stand. And there's nothing on there. As he doesn't say much, he mutters some stuff. He's very clearly still tired himself. He probably also just woke up around this time.
Usually it's Kane that wakes him up for breakfast, yeah.
You go in, you check on Aaron. He is passed out with his Switch over his head. Seemingly having stayed up late to play this game that he
gets one more day. One more day, and if he can't get it under control.
Get out the belt.
Jesus, no.
I get out the gun.
I look at Mike.
Yeah.
And I gesture at the kitchen as well. I'm fully dressed. I step out fully dressed, ready to go. As I then take a $20 bill, put it on Aaron's dresser for when he wakes up, so that if he and Mike end up going out today, he can get himself something like food or whatever.
Right, yeah.
I leave a little sticky note with it saying from Kane, sorry for not making breakfast, and then I just leave.
Nice.
Fuck Mike.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I hug my mom and I give her a kiss.
She's
Sundays are probably her day off, so.
Yeah, you knock on her room. She was just in there, probably watching TV. She gives you a side hug. She kisses you on your forehead, and tells you to stay safe.
Yeah.
You leave and you can hear Mike just shout whatever as you leave and walk out the steps.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
The moment I'm I like get out, I shut the door, I go immediately to the window where the like fire escape is, and I like lean out ready to drop. As I like hang on the metal and I look down and I change my mind as I then flip my hand around, grab it, and I pull myself up to the rooftop. As I get up there, I'm going to very, very quickly as I can, change into my hero outfit. Because Kane doesn't have anything to do until 9 p.m. tonight. Sunny has shit to do. I'm going to start patrol. Sunny is going to do his very first patrol.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll me a notice check.
Yeah. Oh, you know what would be helpful if I had my character sheet?
Oh, a notice.
I was so focused on everything else.
That's so funny.
No, that's so real.
I want to roll the die.
That's what we're doing for patrol.
Okay, cock and balls.
I don't know what else it would be.
No, you're fine. No, that's fair.
Anyways,
Never thought
as
of
it hits
one.
around midday, you are let out of church.
We're gonna have to do it
Your
together.
sister and your father head home. You can choose to head home to get out of your nice clothes, or you can go elsewhere. And I assume the two of you at this point wake up.
Yeah, Liana has been awake probably about 11 o'clock.
Yes.
She slept in her dorm, so she didn't have to explain to her parents why she was up so late. Yippee, it's a really good excuse.
I'm just gonna message the group saying like, hey, I'm gonna get in some training today, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna head out on patrol later today if anyone wants to join.
You'll get a message from Kane saying that he's already been out on patrol for a few hours now, so.
Do we have our specific patrol spots yet?
No, you guys haven't had official patrols either. You're supposed to get those tomorrow. You do have an email in your mailbox. All of you do. You're the only one who checks your email. But you got an email at 8 a.m. sharp today from Agent Tori Moreno saying, hey, you guys are expected to be here at 8 a.m. on Monday. You guys are required to be there till at least lunch, but maybe afterwards to make your bank accounts, to get your payout, to get everything set up, including patrols.
Yep.
Yes.
15.
Thank you. Yes.
I will send out another update after that, being like, actually, I think we're getting our patrol stuff out on Monday. We need to be at the Industries at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and they said it could take up till around noon or 1 p.m.-ish. If you want more specifics, it should be in your email.
Yep, read it. On patrol.
You did not read it.
No, 100% did.
Okay.
Kane is not dumb. He's eventually gotten like a voice thing for his phone, so he can read off emails to him.
Nice. That's honest.
It took a long time. It took a long time for Kane to think to do that.
Yeah. Eventually, Kane, as you were on your patrol, what parts of Quality Hills do you think you're patrolling? Obviously, you start in your neighborhood, but
no, actually, like Kane does like a quick look around his neighborhood, just like, are there supervillains? No, I leave. Because he doesn't want to risk being seen by his family, because he's just, even though his face and hair are mostly covered up, he is still really scared they'll recognize him.
I get you.
So I'm actually gonna go south, and I'm gonna go to the southernmost edge or southern sections of 12th Ward, closer to 13th Ward,
Yes.
where it gets a lot rougher.
Nice, yeah. As you're out here, you see a lot of sketchy behavior, but nothing that you can directly kind of
Interfere with.
I think what Sunny maybe does is, what's your passive intimidation?
Intimidation, not good. I'm not meant to be intimidating. 12. Can I hit you with something different though?
Sure.
Because Kane is not intimidating, he doesn't try to like puff his chest out and be all like Macho Man. Kane does try to like, if he can, like hang off like a building pipe or something, and just go, come on guys, let's just go home for today, all right? Like today is not that day. It's a Sunday. Go be with your families. It's really, like he tries to be really. Can I give you can I give you a passive diplomacy of 21?
Because you roleplayed it for me. Yes.
Or 22.
Because you roleplayed it for me, yes.
Woo!
And with that, just the idea of a hero being there, not that you guys are super well known, but your debut has been announced, and so a lot of people have maybe, if not heard of you, are aware that there are new heroes around, even if they don't explicitly recognize you. Either way,
12th Ward finally has heroes.
Yeah,
it's
your
bad.
get up very clearly displays hero, as a lot of them at that point, mostly teenagers or young adults, probably trading drugs. You catch a few of them trying to commit sexual activities, and you just get them out of there.
Yeah, I do at one point just like some dude's just like, come on, baby, and like Kane just drops down next to him and just flicks him on the side of the head and just like really hard flicks him on the side of the head. It's just like no, we're not doing that. Too early in the morning.
Yep.
Like, we're not fucking with this. It's a Sunday. Go find God.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's not a lot of like actual big crime. No one getting robbed. No one getting like which is good, especially this far down south.
I do pass out gum.
Nice.
Anytime that I see people who are like doing something that maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah, only
probably
about
do.
half the people have accept, but like with your passive persuasion, a lot of people are like, thanks.
Yeah, I give out a piece of gum. I just go, first step to stopping a problem, trade the problem with something better. I give them a piece of gum.
Don't do drugs, do gum.
Basically, yeah. I give them sugar-free dentist-approved gum.
Nice.
As I then
God.
as I then like very like heroically. Kane doesn't think he's being heroic, but like to other people they might go, oh my god, he's actually got. Kane will then just like jump away. He's just doing it because it's the most easy access method. But with a fucking 22 and passive diplomacy of 22, I look like a hero. Like, some music plays, no one knows where from. The sun shines on me.
Very good morning for patrolling, though. It makes sense to you that even though you're this far down south, that you're not seeing a lot of like suspicious activity that's more serious. It's pretty early in the morning, and it is also a Sunday.
Kane's conflicted. He wants there to be a crime so he can do hero things.
But also that means there's a crime.
But also that means there's a crime, and Kane doesn't want that to happen. And he feels bad that he kind of wants that to happen so he can do something.
As Jet and Tana, what are you guys up to?
The text you get back to the group chat of like, hey, we're patrolling today.
Followed shortly by, actually, maybe we shouldn't. We get our patrol spots tomorrow. That was the full text.
Yeah.
And then a follow-up of, nah, I'm patrolling.
You guys do have to go to the yard tonight if you want to. You told Pinch that you're going to.
Yeah.
I'm patching bullet holes.
Patching bullet holes. Okay.
Bullet hole.
I, even despite her healing, am still fucking sore from getting shot. So kind of groggily, I'm making my way around the property, and I am going to take some of the paneling we got and just taking a bit of it, try and figure out how much paneling it takes to stop a handgun bullet using one of my dad's handguns. I've got it set up on like a piece of fucking plywood and just...
What? What? Why are you... What?
And yes, this is how Jet shoots a gun. One eye closed. It's not his dominant eye.
Are you practicing? Is she practicing with a gun?
I'm shooting steel plates with a gun to see how many it takes to stop a bullet.
That's so funny.
Not
actually.
thinking of the fact that they're going to shrink.
True. It's funny. Yeah, you spend like a few hours doing this, I imagine, of just testing different kinds of a variety of padding and stuff that you guys have. You try a lot of different armors that you could possibly use for your breastplate. And by armors, I do just mean a variety of different metals that you have, most of which are rusted. But, you know.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If it works while it's rusted, it works when it's not.
True.
Eventually, Sonny, about midday, you get a text being like, hey, need your help testing something.
Just so excitedly, finally having something to do. After Kane passes out a piece of gum to somebody, I just go, stay safe, citizen! Woo! As I turn, I hear the buzz, check my phone, and just go, yes! I boost my speed as I just fucking like with max speed and leaps boosted, anybody in 12th Ward would just see a blue and yellow a blur moving through the streets.
Blue blur himself.
As you make your way over to Jet's property.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As you arrive there, Jet is outside. He currently has a wide variety of metal, like large sheet panelings, just set up that have so many bullet holes either through or dented into them.
And
I do
there's
show
just a
up
gun right here in my fucking waistband.
Jesus. I do just show up dressed as Kane. As I kind of what's up?
As Kane, okay.
Yeah, as Kane. As I walk through and I just go, "Hey man,
Shut up.
you should put that on safety if you're gonna keep it in your pants, dude."
It's all safety. Now.
There we go, bud.
Thank
What's up?
Yeah. So, that one, and that one
What am I
all
doing?
stop bullets pretty well. As I'm pointing to just a variety of different layers of plating. One of them is
Okay.
only like 2 thick, but the other are like 5 plates thick. Those all stop bullets.
All right.
I need you to hit them.
How hard?
Surprise me.
Okay. I walk over to the first one, and I will hit it just base. I won't boost anything at all.
And what's your strength base?
A +4, so it's DC 19.
Yeah. As you. It's a pretty good punch. Your hand hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you like kinetic stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then you don't feel anything. It has a slight dent in it.
Well, no, I don't even connect stop it. My impervious is higher than my base
Oh,
strength.
right, that's right.
So
yeah.
my
That is
punches
funny.
can't hurt me.
That is
As I.
there are 4 knuckle indents into it, but
Not very much.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't break it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I go over to the second one.
Okay.
As I will boost my strength, but not my strike. As that puts me to a +6, so I have a 21. Or sorry, no, 23. So DC 21. DC 21 toughness. As I punch that
as
one.
opposed to the DC 19.
Yep.
Yeah. As you have a full like whole fist that is like kind of like indented inwards, and pulling at the metal, but it is yet to break.
I start pulling back the panels to see how many dented.
All of them,
Dang.
to a varying degree. It gets less the more you go.
Bruise.
Are you sure you really want me to put some force into this one?
Do it. It's all scrap anyway. I don't have enough of any of this shit. That's enough plate.
Kind of roll my shoulder. Kane thinks about it, and he is not going to power attack because he's still really scared of what he did in the gym. So I am not even gonna boost. I won't even boost Strike 5. I will only boost Strike 3 to put me up to DC 24. Just a lot higher than 21. 24 is a lot higher than
As
21.
you punch this time, as your hand goes straight through the material, as it literally cracks it in half, like, as the 2 pieces splatter the ground.
Okay.
I think if I hit it harder and faster, I think I could probably just punch a hole through it instead of breaking it.
Probably. Turn your fist into a big bullet.
A horrifying realization to Kane. I go white. Yeah.
That's good.
Speaking of which, why do you have a gun?
Dad's got several.
Oh, you're because you got shot a bunch.
Yeah, 4 times.
Yeah.
As I pull a little like fishing wire out of my neck as like a necklace, and I've got the bullets on a necklace around my neck.
Oh hey, I pull out of my pocket. I also have a flattened bullet, and I just go one of the ones that I kept from the gunfight.
Nice.
Yep. This is the one that hit me right in the temple.
Nice. Couldn't find the one that cleaved a hole through my wing, but
Ugh. By the way, wing's looking fine.
yeah, the webbing's a little fucked, but so it goes. I don't know if webbing's what's actually called. Whatever the shit wings are made out of. It's not feathers, I can tell you that. No. Working on padding. Working on padding. I can't. I want to get shot again.
Hey man, actually, I think if I go to Mike's storage unit, so you know how I showed up with motorcycle goggles the first time?
Yeah.
in like my first costume.
Yeah.
He's got like a whole kit. Motorcycle gear has like, I don't remember what it's called. It's like shock. Well, okay, no, it's like shock absorbent stuff. Maybe you could take it out of the jacket and put it underneath the metal plate to help a little bit.
Well, shit.
It's pretty thin stuff for the most part.
I wouldn't take it from Mike's. Mike was a guy who was at your house, right?
Yeah. That's gonna be fine.
Okay, if you insist. I guess
Oh,
you did
yeah.
his helmet.
I'll get it to you tomorrow. I'll give it to you when we meet up at Klein.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. Anything I can do for your suit? How'd it fare you? And tears, rips?
Yeah, no, it's actually a really good condition. Could you build me a gauntlet? I've got this idea that I want to build a gauntlet that's like big enough that I could like fit a flashlight under it. I've got this idea of like
a wrist, side, or
no,
top.
I want it on the top so I can turn my wrist down. Oh, and if you could make like a trigger so that if I turn my wrist down fast enough, it triggers the flashlight to turn on. That could be really cool. It'd be like Boba Fett, like shooting his laser. No, I'm sorry, that's Lawrence. Kane doesn't watch Star Wars. That's right.
That time.
Anyway, what's up?
Doesn't have time. Can't see
Exactly, literally doesn't have the time. Just be like, yeah, maybe do that. But if that's too complicated, just put the button on maybe the side so that I can turn it on myself.
I don't know. Just got wired up right so your wrist pushes it forward a little.
Yeah, but make it so that like only if I snap it, because I don't want it going off every time I turn my wrist.
Just
Okay, let's see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the flashlight.
What I can probably do is have it so you can like arm it, so you twist it so it switch right position. Then have you flick your wrist.
Oh, that's cool.
That way you can still flick your wrist.
I'm getting one of those like 10,000 lumen flashlights. You know the ones that can blind you if you look into them for 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe I can like brighten up alleyways because I can't see in the dark. But also that maybe I could like stun or dazzle opponents who maybe I don't want to punch.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Know how big them flashlights are?
Actually, yeah, I've got one on Amazon in my like shopping cart, and I give you like the specific dimensions of it.
Okay.
aren't those bad boys really big?
Oh, them's thick.
They are big. The gauntlet itself actually does like sit pretty high off of Kane's arm.
Okay. What I'll probably start off with is just the plating on the back for it, and then get an actual full gauntlet for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Fingers are gonna be the hard part.
Yeah, sounds good. I appreciate it. I'm gonna buy some stuff. I also have like this old like toolkit belt with all these pouches and stuff. I'm gonna start filling it with like utility belt stuff like Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got some ideas. Text me some ideas if you have any like for like what I should put in. I'm already gonna get like some handcuffs. And I'm gonna get some I don't. Can you just buy smoke bombs? Where do I buy those from? Do we have to make those? I don't trust us to make those.
No guy who says fireworks.
Yeah, give me his number.
No, we don't got no number.
Alright. Yeah, we shoot the shit for a bit.
I give you a lot of suggestions of random shit that Jet thinks is really useful to have. None of them are actual, like, tools and whatnot, but there's fishing wire, little bits of steel cord, what Jet calls a first aid kit, which is a bunch of band-aids wrapped with a rubber band.
So funny.
That is terrible, Eli.
I've still got the fucking buggy in my pocket from Searvax.
So funny.
But Jet just gives you a bunch of suggestions of shit he carries around. And even lets you steal a few bits and bobs to start filling out your toolkit.
The things that I actually do take from you, with the idea of steel wire and like cords in mind, I actually take like rubber lined like copper wires and stuff that you would like find in like circuitry and things.
Mm-hmm.
And I take just like a handful of assorted wires in case someone else in the group needs to like rewire something. Extra wiring to do that.
Mm-hmm.
As Kane remembers how much of a fucking like nightmare the disable device fiasco was, and he's just like, it was. I also am gonna buy a multi-tool.
Yeah. As you kind of do that, Jet will actually take the wires you grab, kind of fold them up, and shove them inside a small roll of electrical tape. Keep everything you need together.
Smart. And I put that in the belt.
Jet.
That reminds me of something on my.
Now that's mostly used, but should have enough to get 1 or 2 jobs done.
Yeah, good. I'll just buy a new one.
Sounds good.
Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do, work on, talk about?
Yeah. So I get we got the hydraulics, and we was thinking door. I don't think we thinking door. We still thinking door?
No, I'm not thinking door. I was never thinking door. I have an idea.
I was thinking door.
We can't always waste Coach Watson's time or pull him away from his life stuff when he's not working.
Yeah.
But
Pretty sure man has a kid, maybe 2.
yeah, and a wife,
But
I
He's crazy.
I reach out to Coach Watson to train with me.
Sorry, Jet, just speaking against me.
I'm so glad. He makes me happy.
Anyway, why don't we turn into some training equipment? Turn into impact stuff that we can use here. I've also been thinking maybe we can set it up to that we can set it up to supercharge me before we go into fights and stuff.
Dog.
That's so dumb.
I never lose him. I'm nervous.
I hear him.
Where the fuck did you go from?
okay.
Magic. Anyway.
Punch dog.
Both would be good. Let me figure out how this
So
shit
what's
works.
this idea about supercharging you?
The idea is that we can set up a system, rig up a system where if we're all in the if we're in the hideout and we see a fight happening, we pull a cord and 3 pistons hit me all at once. Ping ping ping. So I get energy from all 3.
That's fucking silly.
Because the problem Kane keeps running into is that
yeah.
he never gets into a fight with energy.
But isn't that what jerry rigging is for?
Well, yeah.
Silly shit. Yeah.
So there's that idea, and then there's also the training idea, right?
Yep, and we've got 3 of them. Yeah, so...
Yeah, you would need all 3 of them, no, not necessarily, to make the thing. They would charge Kane different amounts, depending
on how many we use.
Yeah.
I don't want to be selfish, though. We can do just one for the supercharge thing, or maybe and then maybe have the others for training. Because...
Yeah. And I'm thinking, is 5 points for hydraulic press worth it? Because you go within with, if you had to do all of them, 15 at the
I mean,
start of
strictly
the
speaking,
fight?
you can only absorb 5 generally. So
Well,
each one
they wouldn't be literally at once. They'd be
yeah, that's
one.
it.
It'd be
Ping, ping,
1,
ping.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm
Right,
saying
but
that
you could only
regardless,
be
you can
able
only
to-
from
from-
each instance you can only absorb 5. So
Up to
it's
5,
So
yeah.
yeah, so 15.
So 15 would
Yeah,
be.
5 for each, depending
Yep.
on how many you use.
I like that.
Okay, cool.
I think that makes total sense.
Awesome.
15's a ton of power.
I know, yeah. That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I'm saying that's if you use all
Yep.
3.
Yeah, so... First things first. I'm gonna make sure I can, just in case you, punch a little too hard and break it, I'm gonna make sure that I know how these things work inside and out and I can fix them.
Oh,
I fucked one up in there.
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to use hours for
your
my impact training.
coaching
I wanted you guys to use it for it striking at you guys because us punching in isn't going to do much, but being able to have you guys be able to dodge out of the way of a hydraulic press slamming forward, that's really fast. That's faster than the average person punches for sure. So if we can dodge that, or if we can take a hit from that and be okay,
Yeah. I get you.
That's the impact training that I think that people can
That
work on.
kind of impact training. Alright.
I'm
not figuring out how these things work.
I'm not gonna lie. If anyone gets too close to Tayana, she's fucked. She can't dodge for shit.
I can't. It just doesn't my toughness save.
Man. You said, not me. But, you're right. You're right.
Look, we'll save 1 hydraulic press for the supercharged thing because we can find other stuff for that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe hang up like sledgehammers that swing down and hit me, something like that. We can set that up later. I think the most important thing is that we set up a training course.
What's that one movie? There's a movie.
I have no idea, man.
My dad always likes playing it when it snows. It's Home Alone. Some of them shit.
I've
like,
never seen it.
So, kid basically, people break into his house and he sets his house up with traps, and I think he hits them in the head with a paint can.
I mean, that'll do it, yeah. Fill the paint can with some, like, cement.
Yeah.
That'd kill a person. I'd probably be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Can't imagine.
We're gonna have to put
Yeah,
this
stop my
Okay,
bullets.
because I'll probably be fine. As if a cement paint can is stronger than whatever the fuck Sirvax is doing.
Exactly, yeah.
I think
Well, I wouldn't know what Sirvak's doing. He
That's
didn't hit me!
You just see beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
though.
that's true. Yeah, but Evelyn's squishy, so...
we're gonna have to put some safeties on it, though. Because, like I said, you'll be fine. We all got normal skulls.
Well, why don't we put it in a part of the... How would I point over to, like, part of the hideout that, like, I think just a bunch of shit's piled up in it and go, why don't we clear that out and put it over there and kind of fence it off so that nobody else goes in?
That's my 4 later corner.
Okay, how about that?
I can do it. I mean,
Well, what?
pick
Okay,
up
okay.
4
And
later is 4 now, I guess.
Well, what about that pile of concrete? What if I move that pile of rubble concrete out of the way? We put your 4 later corner into that area, and then we fence off because that's way better for fencing off than where the concrete's at.
That's fair, that's fair.
Okay,
fair.
before
You deal with that, I'll start dealing with the 4 later corner.
Okay, sounds good. I go and I boost my super strength so that it's super fucking easy for me. And I start just moving away out of the hideout. These just random miscellaneous chunks of concrete that probably fell from the bridge above us. And I move them out of our hideout, giving us probably like an extra 50 square footage.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we just didn't have before.
It really just takes some like hard work and effort to make this place
Better.
kind of usable.
And
yeah.
somebody with more than a 10 strength.
More
Dude,
than,
I found a workbench over here. Did you know you had a workbench over here?
Shit, that makes 5!
it's honestly kind of go.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of this is through like your rose tinted glasses.
Yeah.
Of like this is a
Kane
superhero
thinks
hideout.
this is the coolest shit
But
in the
like
world.
you're seeing it, you got
Yeah.
that vision. Stuff is like
Here's the deal.
building.
Can I
and
be
stuff.
clear?
Yeah.
Lawrence thinks this is cool.
I
I
do,
would
yeah.
hang out here too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's dope
especially
as-
when I was a teenager, I absolutely
yeah.
would hang out here.
Yeah.
God,
I'm-
if it wasn't...
It's
I'm
genuinely a
23
pretty
and
cool
old
hiding spot. A
now.
little
It's pretty dope,
dingy.
and the coolest part about it is that you know there are no fucking cameras here or
Yeah,
anything
100%.
allowed in this area
Yep.
because your dad is crazy about drones and the government and helicopters. It is
Does your dad
literally
understand that we're heroes? Like, does he get that?
it's your dad has it so it's a no-fly zone here. He also has
so funny.
some
one
kind-
fly zone.
he has something set up that makes it so that electronic devices don't work right in here. Yeah.
Is that why our TV's so fucked?
Yes.
That's so
it's not
funny.
that it's actually broken.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just-
that
it's so
it literally
funny.
is trying to get past. It's Jet trying to like hack past his dad's
Mm-hmm.
like whatever he has set up. And it isn't like anything like he doesn't have like super high tech things like battling other tech things. He literally just has like casual things that block reception and signals.
He's just got like metal rods with coil wrapped around them, just
with that
randomly
whole
placed
area.
along the property.
There's like a...
Just fucking electric, fucking lightning rods. Just
Yes.
There's
That's
a
so
goddamn
funny.
fake deer just kind of out in the woods. You look at its antlers and it's just 2 coils in
Yeah, no, it's
Hey, dude,
it's
what
kind
if-
of like an ideal place,
What if
especially there's not a lot of hidden places in the city of Marcainne, and this is one of those few hidden
Yeah.
places.
Dude, what if I take the TV satellite and I put it higher up on like the bridge support above the hideout? I mean, what if we like put it all hammered into the concrete? We could
Okay.
probably get above your dad's like electrical interference shit.
Okay, we could. If he catches me with a satellite dish, he's gonna rip it off and throw it at my head like a frisbee.
What if we make it not look like satellite?
On account of the fact that he said he was gonna rip it off and throw it at your head like a frisbee if you ever did that.
Yeah, I don't think he what's up. I'll do it.
He's a gamer.
We are going
You don't go
to
outside.
He
We're
does,
going
he
to
does
spray
gamer
paint-
speak for sure, but that's different.
we spray paint the satellite dish
Yeah.
and the like concrete column to
Yeah.
be the same color, like up there, and kind of in like a shaded part of it that never gets much
Yeah.
light. And we will wire it up all the way to the top.
I'm like, yeah, please roll
and-
me a jerry rigging check.
Not even waiting for Victor to be here.
If you want to roll me some kind of like strength check.
Yeah, I'll give you a
Oh, the
I'll
dog.
give you a climbing check since I'm literally
I like
climbing
that.
the,
Yeah,
the,
thank
the
you.
concrete columns.
Okay.
I'm so fucking good at this.
Dirt 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh god, and I have strength, super strength too. Wait a minute.
That adds climbing, yes.
Yeah, it does. It adds +1 per rank, and I've got 1,
I'm
and
gonna
then
throw this at Butterscotch.
3
I miss.
+11 to this. Cock and balls.
Yeah, I gave him that time. He's like, what the fuck?
26.
26 and a 20. Yeah, as it takes about an hour, which is really good work.
Yeah.
For you guys not knowing what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
As you guys get down, you turn on the remote to the TV, and for the first time, it boots up, no static.
Yes! High five!
You guys can immediately hear all the audio perfectly clear. It's still an old-timey TV, so
Yeah.
it's not like a digital flat screen.
We do have also that smart TV that we brought.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
we hooked that up. We put that one up above the older TV,
God, you got a
so it's a
monitor
2-monitor
system,
system. Yeah.
As you have 2 news channels now, NBC and Quality Hills.
We have technology.
We need more TVs.
You're going to
A quality goes on a
You're going to the
TV.
yard
We are going.
That is yard day.
Okay, let's look for TVs.
Check.
Oh my God! Do you know what we really need? We need a PC.
Yes.
Let's focus on a PC. Let's focus to try to find one.
So here's the slight issue. This
Ends up being inside.
building is not like weatherproof. It also isn't like
building.
temperature
It's also a cave.
manipulated.
We are
A PC
under a
would
bridge.
not survive in here. That is not something that you guys can't do with a few days of work.
We could fix that,
or a few weeks of really lax work. It would just be getting some insulation to put around it, a better roof covering, patching up
It's
all of
no
the
baby
holes.
work.
Actually water sealing the fucking trapdoor.
Yes.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna call the Walmart Supercenter.
Yeah.
And let them know that I'm gonna be in late to work tonight, but that I'm still gonna get all my shit done. I'm just gonna let them know I'm only gonna work 5 hours instead of 8.
Nice. Yeah, your boss is very understanding.
I'm the only
This is the
fucking
one
guy
good
that
one.
does it on the weekends, so yeah. No, this is a job that if I fuck it up too much, that they will just fire me to Walmart.
They like
but-
the help. They don't need it.
Exactly,
It's a
yeah.
Walmart. They can hire somebody every 2 weeks.
But as long as I show up consistently on Saturdays and try to on Sundays, I should be fine.
I know I'm gonna jinx it, but all of the animals have been really well behaved.
Why would you say that? Oh God, he's shitting on the tape. I'm just kidding.
Well, I can think of one way to ruin this.
What?
Just open one door.
I just hope he's not like brushing up against the microphone enough.
He
to
is.
Be all
Oh,
over the
He absolutely is doing that.
Okay, chill.
Yeah, a little bit. That's okay. It's for flavor.
Why are you so snuggle
But
buddy?
when he does that, all is forgiven.
You fuck.
Oh, I forgive you.
You're gonna fall onto my trap.
He's so happy.
Stupid little dummy.
Alright, buddy.
Little dumb guy.
Did you get my message?
I did not. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I've been playing.
It's just more specifics on like what I'm
We
training.
probably spend the rest of the
Yeah.
rest of the time, unless you got other shit to do.
Nope.
Just
I
kind
don't know if
of
it makes any
planning.
sense.
No, I like that.
Planning, and I think also we're gonna get a little bit of work done on trying to like
When-
weatherproof the TV and like the monitor station.
Yeah.
So that we could put a PC there.
Yeah,
It'd probably
I-
take another full day's of work, but
I
like,
at least get a tarp set up over it, so like
Yes,
leaks
and like
shit
you
don't
guys
work.
can do that like temporarily. Your TV has been fine this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you want to put anything more than a monitor in here,
Yeah.
like a PC,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that requires ventilation and a fan and temperature regulation, that's gonna be more like important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put a tarp over it, which will directly affect it from any heavy rainfall or snowfall. You guys can start patching up holes with like just wooden boards and nails right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it only takes about like 3 days of you guys working on this like full time, or like a few weeks of like really laxly just going out, grabbing things, coming back with it. But like again, I'm like Sonny is really doing the work here because Sonny has the vision right
Yeah.
now. Like things are building in his head.
I definitely think like that
I'm
like
connecting
that
the dots.
Yeah.
Sonny's like vision and his like excitement for this is definitely fueling your. You know what? Fuck it, let's get some weird shit done.
Yeah.
today.
Jet,
You know, like
Jet responds to confidence with confidence.
Yes,
Um,
100%.
That is Jet's whole thing.
And there
As
are
long
a
as
few
you're
times
confident.
where you guys have flawed ideas that did not work
That
out.
maybe Victor would have pointed out before.
But
At
you're
some point today, we do hear a and a.
But it's going super well, and it's really nice. I know, Sonny, this is probably your first time, like, not hanging out with Jet one-on-one, but, like, hanging out with Jet doing, like,
Yes.
Jet stuff.
what Jet is really good at.
This
I
is-
know Sonny already has a very high idea of what Jet is like in his head, but this is honestly, like, he's, like, amazing. This is so
Yeah.
cool. His dad is kind of cool. Granted, you very minimally have met his dad, so...
His
Yeah, you haven't heard him use the
His
gamer
dad's-
words.
His dad is okay. Kane does not tolerate bigotry very well.
Yeah, but he
You
hasn't
haven't seen
shown
his
that.
dad say anything though.
True. When I
And
look,
he
but when
is
I look
trying to
over
get
and I
better.
see that the South shall rise again flag, I
I do not think
No,
he has
his
that.
dad's not like
I'm being
that.
I'm being
His dad is terrible, just not in that
Yeah,
way.
he's just not that.
And he's trying to get better.
No, he very much he does have like anarchy. The government shouldn't exist written everywhere.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Kane, he's allowed to have that opinion. Kane's
Yeah.
alright. That.
Yeah, that is more what he has
Yeah.
plastered up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The South shall rise again. Jesus
Probably the
Christ.
worst thing on his dad's mark is that he does have just like random equipment, including guns and weapons and dangerous shit,
Just
just
sure
littered
enough.
everywhere. It's not safe to walk around barefoot. Jet and him do it constantly.
Yep.
But yeah, with that, Tayana, what are we up to?
Yeah, I need to talk to Amy.
Yeah, okay. When you get back in the evening after the Searback's fight, she's already asleep.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, she's gone. She seemingly woke up probably 6 to 8 a.m.
Yeah.
somewhere around there, and is already out even on a Sunday.
Mhm.
You're not sure what she's doing. Her internship might be on the weekends. You don't know.
Yeah.
She also might just be a busy person.
Yeah, out doing stuff. Not really anything else.
So you wait until about 3-ish, as she gets back into the dorm. She looks a little exhausted, like physically, like not like exhausted, like she didn't sleep well, like exhausted, like maybe she was just running back here. You don't know. She's a little out of breath. She also isn't the most physically fit, so you guys are
She
like
went
up
up
2
the
floors.
stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the
Oh, God,
elevator was
yeah.
down.
Oh, God.
Me too. Like, I get it.
She walks back in. She walks over to her desk, and like pulls out of her stuff that's perfectly organized, directly horizontal, in front of her, and starts working on something.
Oh, hey, Amy. I had a question for you. A strange question. So the other day you had mentioned something about trying to intern for a client agency, and I hadn't really thought about that as an option. Do you know how I could go about going into that program?
Well, it takes her a moment. She leans back in her chair and she kind of thinks for a bit. Yeah, I mean, I think really all you have to do is ask them. I was kind of approached by Klein, and they
makes sense.
asked me to join with them.
Huh?
I could put in a recommendation for you. I already offered to do that. I actually just came from there. I could.
Oh, yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great. I've been thinking about it, and yeah, that would be very beneficial for me, because I'd already been planning on doing, probably interning for client industries, but agencies just allows you to do a lot more interesting things for the most part. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just at the tower, so I could go back there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be appreciated, yeah.
Yeah, and I could put in something for you. I obviously am just an intern.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
But I'm also one of the scholarship members, and you are too.
Exactly. I think that I do think generally they would accept me, because they kind of have high hopes for me as a person
Mhm.
with all their programs. So I hope so either way. And I think if you put in a good word for me, I think I should be able to get in pretty reasonably. I'm kind of hoping to do like like more support stuff for heroes, I guess.
Mhm.
Like gear and stuff. So I think that would be. I hadn't really thought of that as a good way to really get into that sort of work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, certainly. I will just grab my stuff. She moves it back. As she grabs your stuff and she goes, is there anything else?
Don't think so. Do you want
What exactly are you interested in?
support like gear, working on making support equipment.
Really?
Yeah,
You just
it's
didn't strike me as... I guess if you're into the whole robotics,
Yeah,
engineering...
a lot of that is somewhat mixed in with that.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. I've also, since I've developed. Wow, I'm really bad at
Into a
talking.
strong, powerful woman. Developed into a strong, powerful woman.
she's just gonna cut it there. I'm really bad at talking to people.
Oh?
happens.
I'd like to point out, like, I do think she has the mental quickness feature. Like, every
Yeah,
time
yeah,
we
yeah.
pause, it's like 5,000 years for her.
I was just like, do I just tell her at this point? Like, I'm being really sketchy, and she's about to put me an application in. Diana,
You don't have to. You don't have to. It's up to Hannah. Or Diana. Oh my god.
Or to Hannah.
For the love of God, you're not even a hero yet. Just fucking don't do
I'm
it.
a hero. We are heroes. We had our debut. We're
You
We're actually in our
better
big
go
You
for-
have less will than Nexus. And
Been a
I-
hero
I-
for 5
Diana's-
minutes. This is insane.
Diana does not have a very good wisdom. Not negative. It is a +1, but it's not
Meg's
very
so
good.
intimidated by her. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
because Diana respects her power and is scared of her power.
Pussy.
You know, you're probably going to figure out either way, honestly. You're pretty smart, and your abilities will make it basically certain.
Abilities?
Oh, I've just heard about what your power is. Your perfect recall and replication of anything you've seen.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Uh,
Most people don't. I'm not used to people knowing that.
that's fair. I didn't really plan on bringing it up. So I'm going to tell you this. You work for Klein Agency, so like imagine I can trust you with this. I am a hero. Recently. So that's why I want to work for Klein Agency, because it will work easier for me.
Good. Not
So-
a villain, right?
No, not the
Okay.
villain. No, I debuted yesterday.
You know, your whole major and everything.
Yeah, no, I debuted yesterday, so no.
You did?
Yeah.
Where
I'm part of the hero team in Ward 12.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's not gotten too far up yet. It's most people don't pay attention to that down there. It's mostly for people.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look into
But,
it. If you're a hero, I mean, why do you want to get into support stuff?
Because, like I was about to say, I've developed my dad's power, which is the ability to create fire warm enough, hot enough to weld metal. So it'd make it very easy for me to make things.
The frictionless speedster. That's you.
That might be me, yes.
No,
No, that is me. Yes.
We had gotten some reports about it.
Yeah, we still don't know why I don't generate friction, but yeah,
It is weird since the other of your power set is
it's
fire.
fire. Yeah, and I also create fire when I run. Yeah, no, yeah.
So you create fire but not friction.
Yeah.
She absorbs the fucking heat from friction, turns it into fire. Anyway, sorry. Just Lauren's talking about. But,
Okay.
So, yeah. I just thought I'd tell you because honestly, you're my roommate. I have weird hours because I work as a hero, so you're probably going to figure out either way, honestly.
That's okay. I also have weird hours, but that's because I work at Klein and we work on the superhero schedules.
Exactly, that makes perfect sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I figured it was going to happen at some point, honestly, so.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not like doing the reporting or PR or anything. I don't want to do that.
I don't blame you, it seems like their job sucks.
Nope, I just run numbers and statistics.
Oh, that's nice. That's at least you get to stay in the office and be, safe. Oh, fighting villain was scary yesterday.
Calling Klein Tower safe is... it's protected by bind.
That's
So,
about as safe as you can be in Marcainne.
that is true.
Yeah.
They
It is.
do...
yeah, what kind of political
I've
statement is she
actually never
making
met
here?
them before, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they do a great job.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm scared of Bind, so I'd rather not meet Bind.
We're scared of them.
They have a lot of power, and they don't act normal, they scare me.
They speak like evil
that was
person.
true to me.
Yeah, they speak like an evil person.
Right. I think that's kind of like the whole...
Sorry, that took me a minute.
Did you
I'm
say
glad.
that?
I'm
No,
glad.
no. No, Taylor doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't feel that
I'm
strong.
glad
about
Lawrence
it.
laughed when Hannah said it, but not when I said it.
But,
No, I processed.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
still
But that's
processing it when
also
you said
why
it.
I'm
just
even
being a
more
dick.
worried about the villain attack
Oh,
that
yeah,
happened
you are.
on me the other day. That
Yeah.
wasn't my debut villain.
I'm also worried about it.
I don't know what that was.
Yes. I will probably not look into it because that's not my job, but
Yeah,
I
no,
will
that's fair.
see if somebody can look into it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're encouraged to do reports and stuff at our job about
Things that happen, you see.
like that.
That makes sense, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I'll probably be able to meet Bind at some point, and I will let you know if they're as weird as...
They act in public.
I think they're just quiet.
That's fair. It is just going off of what I see. Compared to all the other the 6 who are very personable for the most part. They talk a lot. I'll put that personable.
I see them though, and they are very talkative.
I actually met the Jade Emperor yesterday.
You what?
Yeah, he was just for our debut. They gave us a place to go to, and he was just there.
Just chilling.
The steakhouse?
Yeah, the steakhouse.
They talk about that.
Yeah, we went there. Really nice. Very beautiful place. He was just there and just introduced himself to us. So
That's amazing.
it was very cool.
I imagine a lot of them are very personal.
One of my teammates was like,
Shut your mouth.
fangirling,
Shut your bitch
and I
ass
had to
mouth.
like stop him from doing that. I failed. I couldn't stop him.
No, you can't stop Dave.
Was I think his name starts with an L. Liam.
Yes.
Was Liam overbearing at all?
No, he seemed very nice. He seemed a little actually upset with himself that he came over and talked to us and basically outed us as heroes when we were not in our hero attire.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise, he seemed like a really nice guy.
I imagine a lot of the 6 are overbearing, but I also just heroes are very outgoing, and I am very not.
Usually, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not even the most outgoing. We have a lot of outgoing people in our group, and then one person who's very much not outgoing. Or more accurately, we really don't want him to be outgoing.
Don't want to be outgoing.
He will say things that will probably get us in trouble.
Oh.
He has opinions and wants everybody to know. If you look into us, you will figure out who it is.
Okay.
Watch one interview and you can take a fat guess.
Okay, I'm going to talk to probably my manager, because they should still be in until 5 today. And stuff at Klein moves very quickly, so expect something in the week, I imagine.
Awesome.
If you don't expect anything, I'll probably tell you nothing went through first.
Sure, yeah, sounds. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
Yeah, bye. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
She walks out.
That's just easier. Taylor's gonna keep messing it up. Just keep messing it up. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Also, she works for client, she does work for client agency. This is literally her job.
Yes.
So like,
Her job is recruitment and kind of, and also hero work and also.
yeah. Tiana doesn't really get
And
it.
as she
at
can
that.
She
help
was
you
going
whenever
to
you-
put it together
It was
after a few more fights of you
Exactly.
guys.
Tiana's like, you're literally the perfect information person.
Yeah.
2 more clues and you've got it.
Yeah.
That's it. She already knew that it was a frictionless speedster, and she had heard of the other frictionless speedster.
Yes.
She'd heard about both of those. It wasn't long. It wasn't gonna last long. I knew that. So
Yeah. Like, she put it together right there, and she's like, huh, yeah.
yeah, that does make sense. I'm a little upset I didn't figure that out
Yeah.
sooner, actually.
Like right away.
Yeah.
Like
It's
wow,
only-
you're
it's only
bad
'cause
at
she-
hiding it.
It's only specifically she hasn't watched the reports on us. If she watched the reports
I
on
think
us,
she
she would
already
have done like
had
that.
the vibes of, like, you as a person down. Because when you were like, yeah, I want to be a support person, she was like, that doesn't seem like you at
Yeah,
all.
you want to be more active. I would be,
Yeah.
like a hero.
But anyways, as she heads out, would you like to wait till she gets back, or
I'll leave her be. I took enough of her day. I'll just hang out. Just go around hang out at the campus. Just
are
spend
you going to
You
the
could go
yard
training?
tonight?
I will. I might go training actually. I will not go to the yard. I will text the group. I will not be joining at the yard. Probably
Technically,
going
all
forward.
photos are allowed on all client agency campuses now that you're officially.
So we're allowed to be on the junkyard.
No.
Oh.
You're allowed to go to the training facilities in First Ward at Klein Tower. At Klein HQ is what it's called.
That'd be useful, but that scares me because there's actually people there.
There's actually people there.
Like a lot of people, probably.
Yeah.
That would be where the 6 go to train.
Yeah.
They
Don't
Train.
train.
If they
If they needed to train.
Well,
that is
they're so
also-
powerful, they do not need
Yeah,
training.
it is the workplace for Bauer, also Bind, though probably won't see Bind.
Would it be like an actual, like, not necessarily... Would it be a breach of, like, social contract for me to go there?
No.
No? Okay.
It would be a little weird. People would be like, we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
When people start to know you a bit more,
Okay.
it's going to be like, aren't you guys, like, specifically, like, Quality Team for Quality Hills? Being
Yeah.
here is kind of against your mission statement.
Yeah.
It's nothing against anyone
Yeah.
else. It's not
Okay,
like-
okay, cool.
It's just kind of like, well, that's weird.
That's weird. Okay,
but also,
then,
you're, like, the hero team of Klein right now.
Yeah.
Or at least you will be. And so that, I think, absolves you of anything.
Yeah, I think I'll start going there later once the school year starts. But
Yeah.
I think for now, since I got time, I'll just go
Okay.
down.
You'll see
trade off.
As
There is a gym at the college at Marcainne, but
I would destroy the treadmills.
you would.
as you walk into the gym,
You could do the weight machines.
yeah.
No.
Do it. Let's
My
do it.
8 in strength. That bitch is staying there.
Oh, I gotta. When
As
you
you
do
walk
that, when you do that
into-
35-pound bench press.
The gym, you do see Victor. You hear a, and as you open the door, you see Victor flying, desperately trying to slow himself down before he slams into the wall with his hands, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Okay, stopped.
Are you alright?
Okay.
More than alright. I haven't crashed into the wall for like
5 minutes?
3 attempts now.
5 minutes, okay. Good job.
What are you doing here?
Probably training, I think.
Well, more specifically, or what are you planning on working on?
Probably my fire. I need to get better at it because I kind of put in a request to intern at client agency, and I need to get my fire under better control.
That sounds awesome. Are you working on precision or
Precision
Just-
as well as if I can.
Damage.
Uh,
Power.
oh, I got damage. I got 6 ranks in strike now.
I need to put my ranks
It's
in.
an ultra
Oh,
power
I was
feat.
putting them in strike. That's
What?
why
It's an
I
alternate
was-
power feat for fire
I'm
control.
so dumb.
For strike? Oh, because you set your fist on fire and then punch people?
I make a fire blade.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
actually doing. We're doing strike instead
Instead
of
of
a blast because
Thematically. it doesn't
Hannah
make much
had
sense.
said that since she's gonna put more points into it, she wants it to look more like her father's power, which is a jet of fire.
Sick, yeah.
And so
I'm here for
we
it.
will
I'm-
add the range thing onto it.
Eventually. yeah.
But that means it can't like go like around or over a person. Like it would.
It has to go
It
through
has to
things.
hit the first
Yeah.
thing in front of you. So
Yeah,
there's a wall
it's
between,
it's a jet of plasma. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
which I like. So I told her to put it in strike instead, and then yeah.
Which
I
gives
need
you
to
6
put
ranks
mine
on this
in.
strike.
Oh
6
my god,
strike.
do you do
that's
the
what I-
fucking... Do you do like the Zuko thing from After the Last Airbender where he closes his fist and a little jet of...
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah. I love that shit. I love that.
So you're planning on working just precision work?
Yeah, I think so. I need to get better at it. My dad can make like a blade of flame like the size of a pencil lead. He's really
Yes.
good at it.
He is very fine with it.
Yeah.
Well,
You know he
he's fine with it.
he has gotten to the point where he is considered training, and it would cost him money, but he would train with professional hero trainers or power trainers. And they had been considering getting him a job with some kind of like literal laser engraving, because his metal can get hot enough and fine enough to do that.
Engraved metal. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it would also be like that would allow him to go up past welding. He just really likes what
He
he
just really
does.
likes welding.
Um,
And he makes good money for what he's doing. It's just high risk if you
Yeah.
aren't immune to fire.
Which he is
If
for
you're
his
wanting to
life.
practice welding sometime, you can stop by Jet's place, and him and I can probably set you up with some sheet metal to probably work on welding with. He has a ton of shit.
Of just
Most of
metal
it's rusted, but the stuff that isn't rusted would be very
Useful
useful.
for that. No, totally. That makes sense. Because I know, I don't remember doing it, but I think in the fight I welded up the door.
Oh,
because
wow.
It wasn't like precision or anything. It was just
Hot.
hot, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to work on getting my frame, which is like the size of my palm as I manifest it, and it's just like a blade this long. I cannot make it thinner than this yet.
it's very hot. Like you're only able to hold that
Ugh.
up for a few seconds
Okay,
before
that's
like
hot there.
yeah, it's hot in your hand and it's also just hot to be around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like bonfire hot.
Yeah.
So being like a foot next to a bonfire is pretty hot.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Not gonna burn you. Just get very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, my fire's starting to get a little too much for me. I hope I get immune to fire. I don't know if I will.
I hope I get immune to
Do you think?
sonic damage, but
Saying sonic damage is crazy.
sorry, I don't know how else to
The vibration.
sound. Yeah, to sound.
You could say,
but
I hope that my like
Ears calm the fuck down.
that is a way to say it.
My powers stop hurting.
My sensitivity to sound would
Yeah,
lessen,
agreed,
is what you
yeah.
would say.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Um,
Just
I hope I
sonic
become immune to
damage.
sonic damage.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog's gonna kick your ass.
You get punched and there's just the sound of coins.
Not rings, coins.
Oh, I
Fucking Mario.
That's so funny.
But yeah,
Can you tell that I've never played Sonic ever?
Me neither.
I'm also planning
You say coins and I
on
didn't question it.
applying for industries as well. Hopefully, looking into some of the machinery that they're making there, seeing what I can do.
No,
Is
that'd
that
be
what you're
useful.
doing? I thought you were doing IT.
Sorry, I meant IT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah, no, IT makes sense. You're very good at that sort of thing. I'm hoping to be able to get into support partially because I find it interesting and I might be able to do some fun things and learn there.
I'm hoping to get better at other things than IT because the social aspect of IT is really not my forte, and that's a lot of IT.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like that's your best aspect, is your social aspect in IT. You're really good at putting up with people who say very stupid things.
Well, I had a lot of practice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lovingly. I love Jet. He's great. He's funny, but...
I'm more talking about Jet's dad, but
Oh, I
yeah.
was talking about... I have a thing where if I see him, I try to make it last 3 sentences and then look the other way because he's usually more naked than I would like to see.
Well, that's also usually how you can avoid him accidentally saying
Something
slur.
inappropriate,
Yeah.
yes. Well, you could say it that way.
He, as our generation would say, uses a lot of gamer words.
He has a tattoo of a rooster on his calf, so he's always got a cock below the knee. Anyway, so that's my favorite thing in the world.
But yeah, no, I'm going to work on training my fire. Hopefully, I'm probably... Oh no, Ghostwatch isn't there to use the chamber. Okay, never mind. I was gonna just have him blast fire at me and see if I could get better at controlling it.
We could always ask him. I know it's on a Sunday, but
No, we shouldn't ask him. It's also like 3, 4... It's like 5 o'clock.
I love how respectful we are.
I like to.
I do actually really enjoy it.
Victor isn't, but that's because Victor also doesn't understand a work-life balance.
Why the fuck isn't he here on a Sunday at 9 o'clock at night?
That's 5 o'clock.
Okay, I don't
He'd
think
be
it would be
off.
5 o'clock because I only trained here for 2 hours.
I'm saying it'd be 5 o'clock while I was here.
Okay,
I
that's
would
fair
get here because I had to wait for Amy to get there till 3.
Okay.
I had a conversation for probably half an hour and then had to get here.
Train. The
So-
train isn't. I imagine it's very short.
guess that's
Yeah, I
fair.
don't know. So
But I gotta
wait,
walk to the
Lawrence,
train,
do you
then I
know
gotta walk to
about
there.
lightning rails. Are they? How fast are they to go? About 70 miles.
70 miles?
No, 70 square miles is how much it is. So that would be. It's
30.
more long than it is. 35, 30, 40 miles maybe.
Oh, 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So it would only be about 4:30. You
Yeah.
took your time 5, yeah.
They move pretty fast.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna say,
honestly,
they're
honestly,
really
less than that.
That's what I'm
that-
thinking, right?
Only 20, 30 minutes. Because only 20, 30 minutes.
Because you have to wait.
Because
for
you
it
have
to
to
get
because
there.
they have
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. If they could just move it, probably be like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Well,
it was like
crazy.
15 minutes to go 16 miles when I was in Europe, and that wasn't even a lightning rail.
Mhm.
That was just a
Exactly.
public
I was gonna say,
transport
I know lightning rails in like
Yeah.
Japan
They're-
are super fast.
They're like 200 miles per hour.
Oh my god.
Is what they go at.
Wow. Eyes.
And since
That's
Marcaine's
Japan specifically.
Since Marcaine's
Yeah,
lightning
exactly.
rails go
Some of the other ones are
basically just in a
slower and
straight
faster.
line up and down,
Yes.
and
It
they don't
doesn't,
have to
it
worry
doesn't
about
extend
turns.
outwards, but it does
Yeah.
have a few stops on that. And by a few stops, it has 1 in Quality Hills and then about 5 above the factory district.
I imagine they barely have any turns or even like angles at all, which means
The
that they
city
can,
is built around it.
yeah, they can go their max speed for most of their distance.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'd say 20 minutes to get from Ward 1 to Ward 12, and that's
probably
only
a good
that's
idea, just
only
in
because
case you
there are
guys ever
stops.
have to get to.
Just having the map
Yeah,
of that
because that's
general.
probably faster than actually you guys like. I
Right.
don't think anybody's powers except for maybe yours will be.
Eventually.
No, even yours right now would
actually,
be
yeah,
faster.
my
Yeah,
phone would
yours
be
would be
faster.
faster.
Faster
For
than-
the rest of us, hopping
Well,
on
that's
top of
assuming
the
a
lightning
straight
rail
line.
and clinging on for dear life, 100% faster.
You guys aren't immune to G-force though.
What's up?
You guys aren't immune to G-force.
I'd be
though.
fine.
Okay, you'd be fine.
You'd be
I'm,
fine.
I'm built up, right?
I have a plus 8 to fortitude. I do fine.
Me and Kane is literally built different. Oh god!
His lips are just like pulled back on his face.
Jet, who's clinging onto the thing in front of you, flies back, splats against your glasses, fucking bugging a windshield.
The Family Guy death pose against your
Watch
glasses.
it fucking slide off my visor as you go, fuck.
Taylor will spend this afternoon training her fire control.
Yeah. So you guys are in the gymnasium the whole time?
Yeah.
Nice.
You'll eventually see Victor try to do a kickflip while super speeding and just.
Yeah.
Ow!
You guys
That's so funny.
eventually do find Rising Star, who walks in here. As she waves to the two of you. Hey! Yeah, as she goes, okay, please don't laugh at me. I've never done this before, but I realize that I'm very slow when I need to patrol unless I'm in one of my forms. And
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to be a star-headed gargoyle flying around the city always.
Sure.
Not really the vibe I'm going
No,
for.
that makes sense.
So I'm gonna learn how to roller skate.
Sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. I already skateboard.
Yeah, as she pulls out roller skates that are already painted her fucking colors, with stars on them, as she's gonna learn how to roller skate while you guys are doing stuff. She looks at you and goes, when did you get fire training? As she's like,
Very
balancing.
recently in the fight, I just started to be able to make fire
Yeah?
in control. I could do it when I ran, but I didn't really have any power over it. But now I do.
That's awesome. So, like, can you stop, like, lighting the floor on fire when you run places?
It takes a little bit of focus. I'm not very good at it, but I can. Yeah.
Awesome.
I had to make sure I didn't start a forest fire one time. I didn't. I stopped it, but I got to make sure I can focus on that. Yeah.
It would be pretty hard in Marcainne to start a forest fire.
Yeah,
No
it
forest.
was between the 12th and 13th ward where they have the giant grass field between the two.
Yeah. Why were you over there?
Mission.
Oh. Really? You guys were
It was like a pre-assessment.
It was one of our pre-assessments. Yeah.
That's crazy. They put me in like the factory district all the time, and I keep telling them I want to be in 12th.
Yeah, no, it was just we had like multiple points between like the start of the 12th and the end of the 12th. It was like a shipment or something.
Man, that's so cool. You guys can do that.
It is.
Yeah, but you're able to take out what was that thing you were fighting?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Thing. It's a person.
it is a
demon?
They're a person. He is. He goes by Marcainne, I think. And
Sure.
yeah,
That's
he
a
can
strange
turn into
name.
like monsters. I think.
Okay, that's kind of
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
So that's just one of his.
And he looks like a demon from hell, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did look like that.
No, that's super cool. So is that like your nemesis now?
I think so. He's been locked up the whole time. I don't know.
That's fair.
I haven't really found another cool villain like that. I found a couple other like bad guys. I took down. I think they were a gang. But they were mostly just some kids, and by kids they're probably like my age. But
Yeah.
I'm a hero, so they're like not my age.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm totally with you on that. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've only done like 3 things right now. We did a shootout that we handled.
I remember. Yeah.
And then we had that fight with Sirvax most recently.
Oh my God! How did it go?
It
I
went
heard about it. I should have asked you guys about that.
Mayfly and I were able to defuse the bombs for the most part, while Sunny Alacrius
That
and
is so
Paradise.
cool. I have no idea what I'd do if I encountered a bomb. Probably call you guys.
It was a lot of
A lot of nerves,
yeah, and a little bit of luck.
especially whenever he has all the police force there mind controlled. It was not fun.
It's not luck if it's hard work.
I appreciate it. It sure felt like luck.
Yeah, it doesn't help whenever the whole police force is mind controlled and you have to fight a man who is much stronger than you, trying to
Okay,
put the mind
that's
control
like
bug on you.
super not cool, but that's kind of totally cool.
Oh, this was very cool.
CFX gave us a survey as well afterwards.
What? I thought they were like an evil bad guy.
I think
They are.
I think they are. I think
She
they're-
like vaguely roller skates, mostly walk skates up to one of you guys.
Kane
I
no
see
clips
it.
out of the floor. I'm mad.
Yeah, sure. Just don't back out of the text.
Yeah, she like looks through it and goes,
Sorry.
"Man, that is a weird villain."
Sorry, I said some unkind things, and that's a text message.
Can't, oh, did you text them directly?
The number back to do the survey?
Did
the
you text
survey
the
is
bag?
just a link that you click.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
There's no free response.
You could text them if you want to. You have this number.
I responded to it with, "We're coming for you."
It's so real.
Kane's
But
so
yeah,
mad.
there
Kane
was
stays
a
angry.
link.
Copium.
It was a Google form and everything.
Well, it's nice that they have some kind of humor, I guess. So does Mordenkainen, but not
Good
in the way that I would hope.
Yeah.
In the way of
Probably,
like, haha, I crushed a building kind of.
Yeah, like a
And I'm
demon.
like, people could have been in that.
Yeah, ours was just kind of like, haha, I set a bomb up. Have fun.
5 bombs.
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
And mind controlled everybody in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Correct.
still have just pulling it out. We still have the little bug thing in the Altoids container.
Yeah, we have one of the
Oh,
things
what?
uses the mind
Sorry,
control.
I take it out very
He
briefly.
puts a
and
little
just,
metal thing
Oh.
on your neck.
just
I don't like bugs.
wrapping it
no, I
right
don't
back
either.
up and
Gross.
Something
okay.
that we very deliberately didn't tell
Why does
them
it move?
because it's I
Trying
believe
to
made of
mind
nanotechnology and it's trying to escape.
It's pretty big for nanotechnology.
I think it's a lot of them together in the same way that Tiervatch was like super tall, but then just into the ground into like a tiny bit
I did
little
not
pieces.
see that.
Yeah, we didn't get to capture them. It didn't really go well in that regards. Got away. Mind controlled me. It was not good. It was very not good. But
Luckily-
we got the bomb stopped and we got everybody else safe. So
The word
no deaths, no fatalities, nothing like that. No injuries really, except for Jet.
Oh yeah. You would have said
Oh,
Mayfly.
Mayfly.
But yeah,
Yeah, Paradise also got the fucking her shit fucking rocked. Paradise almost died.
no.
If it
she,
was not
she
for
did
Sunny
not.
showing up
it was
right-
non-lethal damage. No, she did not.
Okay, you're right, but also a pile of again, you're right, but pile of blood on the floor.
That's very true.
No, but I've been hearing a lot about you guys.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. Everyone's really excited for a hero team.
Yeah, and we're really excited to have you in the 12th Ward as well. I think the 12th Ward really needs people to root for them.
We don't get a lot of supervillain attacks, so it's
mostly just
it
doing.
makes sense. But there's still a lot of people here who need things.
Of course.
And I think you guys, especially with like Sunny and Paradise, could do a lot of good work.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
There's not much we can do. So, if you need any help with training with the roller skates, we're more than happy to help. But
I know
None
how
of you
to.
know how to roller skate, do you?
not very well.
I have a better idea probably than most because I know how to skateboard, but that's about as close as I can get.
Okay, if you could just maybe let me know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, sure. Just giving her some tips on how to balance.
Yeah.
When she roller skates, she needs to move her feet outwards as she goes, and then be able to transition to going inwards as well when she needs to slow down.
She's still trying to
French
block
fry
the skates.
pizza. French fry.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's like,
As a person who can do both, I can roller skate and skateboard.
I don't know how well they transfer.
They don't.
Yeah,
They're very
no,
different. They're
yeah.
very
I
stupid.
can't do
The,
that.
the only thing that really
I can't do
transfers
ice
between
skate.
them is
Ice
that you
skate
must
or
have
ice
good
skate.
I
balance.
used to be
Yeah,
able to
that's what
roller
I'm saying.
skate,
Is like that's the only thing
like,
that I think
my hips
transfers.
broke, I
But you
can't
have to
roller skate
balance it
without
different ways.
being in severe pain.
Weird.
I don't know what happened.
Weird.
But anyways, yeah, I also used to be able to ice skate, and I can't do
I
it.
wish
for
I
some
could ice
reason.
skate. I was never good at it.
I could,
If you get-
I could.
If you get
It's
roller
fun.
skates,
I really
if you
like
like get your
it.
own
Terrible.
roller
I
skates,
also could ski. I think I could still ski.
I haven't skied before. I kind of want to try it.
I
personal
don't-
roller skates are typically
fun.
padded a bit more, and they
I was
help
born-
ankle support. So if you
On
buy them and you
place.
get them in like the right size and everything, typically they're a bit more padded than the ones that you get at a roller skate place to
a
rent.
little biased.
It isn't the boots that are the problem. It is my hips.
Oh.
Something happened. I think it was a growth spurt because I could do it all of middle school. By the time I hit high school, like freshman year, it causes me severe pain if I do it more than 10 minutes. I don't know what happened.
Weird.
Might have grown out of it by now.
Yeah.
I don't know. But for like a few years, I just couldn't do it without
I used to love roller skating.
I did too.
But yeah, also Victor the entire
Ice
time
skating
is
is
constantly like
cool.
looking up
Ice
tips
skating is
online
cool.
to be like, all right,
Yeah,
what can
yeah.
what can I tell her to help her with
Yeah.
the roller skating? Because I
That
am
is-
realizing I'm a lot
It's
of my
probably
Yeah.
goes pretty well because
Yeah.
Tayana can constantly jump in and make
Correct.
her not fall
Yeah.
if she starts falling. So
Exactly.
she doesn't get bruised at all. She doesn't fall to the ground, which is nice. I think that is like the hardest part about learning how to skate or roller skate.
Working through the pain.
Eventually at the end of it, she just goes, "I'm not even sure how useful this is gonna be. I think most of the sidewalks on Quality Hills are not
Very
suitable
good
for
for.
roller skating."
No, not really.
How do you do
jets
it?
on
Do
the
you just
back of
skate on the
those.
road?
Sometimes that's what I'm gonna have to start doing because before I'm just used to like
I don't want
leaping
people to
around.
honk at me. I think I might cry.
Real. That's not real. Something you could do is like try to get made into some sort of equipment that has some sort of propulsion in it to try to make it easier and a little bit faster for you.
Yeah, because
That sounds really scary. I could try though.
Yeah.
you would just need to like really work on the fundamentals, and I think that would really help you during this. And then I wonder if there's any rough terrain training rooms either here in the other facilities around.
Not that I've been told by Coach, but maybe.
They could probably. I feel like some of the higher up wards probably have the equipment to make that happen. Yeah, I considered going to one of the other wards facilities.
I know, not in headquarters, but somewhere up they have a dirt rink.
Oh,
Really?
That would work perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, we could totally, you could totally go there sometime and continue to work on like rollerblading and stuff
Probably,
like that.
but wouldn't it be weird to show up to like not Quality Hills headquarters?
I don't know. I think it's
generally fine.
I
Like,
think
it's a little bit weird, but like.
also doesn't matter if it's weird. You're trying to make yourself the best hero that you can be.
Yeah, if you need
Yeah,
a
but I want to
particular
be a hero
type
for
of training.
Quality
yeah.
Hills, not. I don't know. It just kind of feels like I'm turning my back on them a little bit.
That's fair. To be fair.
I might look into it. I
Yeah,
probably will.
especially if they have equipment that's exclusive to one of the ward's facilities, like
That kind of excuses it.
yeah,
That's true.
like you, it's not like
Yeah.
you can really train this otherwise. So,
Okay, yeah.
but also, truly and honestly, there's a very good chance that you're probably going to be moved up from Quality Hills sooner rather than later. I would imagine.
I've been telling them I don't want to do that.
That's fair. They don't care that much though.
I'm aware, but
I'm not
put
trying
it
to be
in our
mean.
contract that
No.
I'm not required to leave until I say I want to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had never even thought about putting
I
that there.
simply won't.
No, that's commendable.
um,
I didn't know you had
Granted,
that in
I
your
know at
contract.
some point that I'm probably going to be at the level where I should be fighting villains that are more dangerous. And I probably will choose to go at some point, but
That makes sense. Never mind. I didn't know that was in your contract. That's very smart. That I honestly would have never considered putting there, and we did not.
I mean, most people's hope is to get out of Quality
That
Hills,
is
so-
true. Though our name is Quality Team for Quality Hills, so
That is true.
yeah,
It's gonna be. I think they're probably gonna
they're
force
gonna
us to change our
yeah,
name.
they're
I
gonna
love your
change
team
it.
name, by the way. I think it's really cool.
Thanks.
I think it fits this
may-
ward.
Mayfly and I really came
That's
up
not
with it
wrong, it's true.
ourselves.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it fits this word perfectly.
Mayfly's quiet.
Um,
by request.
By request?
May,
Oh,
May,
she hasn't heard Mayfly speak, by the way,
Yeah.
because you guys purposely make him not
Shut the fuck
since
up.
she has met him in person
Yep.
in his accent.
Mayfly is a
Strong
opinionated.
character.
Yes, both of those. So
He is a good person, truly and honestly. He is a very good and kind person. He just isn't always the clearest on what he says. He can say something that means a good thing, but it sounds terrible. So we don't like letting him speak because
So we don't like letting him speak.
he might say something that is very bad publicity-wise.
Well, you guys don't have to worry about that around me. I'm not.
No, that's fair.
We can
He's-
suck for a different reason.
That is fair. It is more of a habit that we're trying to get them into. So it's not because of you specifically. It's just
Training him
that
to fucking-
Just shut the fuck
when,
up.
when we're in our hero attire, he generally tries to be more quiet.
but that is good to know.
That is good to know. I was lying because it's because of that. Can't let this fucking idiot talk.
Yeah, well, it was nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, it's wonderful
Thank
training
you
with
for
you.
helping me learn how to skate. Hopefully I get better at it. That is the goal. But yeah, sorry for, like, ruining your training.
What do you mean?
I had you help me the whole
You're
time.
fine.
I've already been training for a few hours by this
Oh,
point,
wow.
trying to nail down skating on my own and use my powers.
See, yeah, I was gonna do that, but then she, like, goes over to her backpack and pulls out, like, her paper for her schedule, like, her training schedule
Yeah.
that the coach printed out for her, and there's, like, nothing on it. There's a few things, but it is the equivalent of what you would expect, like, an average build young adult woman.
Yeah, what you want somebody to be like their base form to be strong. Like how can you train?
Not even strong. It's just like to maintain her physique.
Okay.
Yeah, she has nothing because her power is
To transform into things.
Yeah, it is likely based on her power that the machine printed out nothing, and Coach Watson just put this on there because he believes everyone should take care of themselves.
Yeah,
which is funny coming from him, but
Hey, he is prime physical male.
he's prime American dad physique.
Yes,
we'll
he
say
is.
that.
Forgive me if this is too much of a
God
personal
bless
question,
him.
but as a curiosity, are your powers magic or are they?
Magic? No, I don't
No.
think so.
Okay. Well, I just know that with the
No,
abilities that
so
they're magic,
she
they
like
aren't very
pulls
good
down
trained.
her shirt right here to reveal her clavicle, and there's literally like
Embedded in her chest is
a star.
a star.
No,
yeah.
this is physical.
Oh,
Yeah, I cover it up with my hero outfit because I don't want to wear low cut shirts.
no, that's there.
I understand.
But no, it's there.
And did you have that like all your life, or did it just appear?
Nope,
did
it
you find
developed.
it?
It started out as like a red star shaped like scar almost.
Birthmark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it grew. And then
Eventually poked out of the
this
skin.
happened, and I was too scared to tell. What are the names?
I don't remember.
Just say parents.
Nope, she will not.
Foster parents. She could just say that.
I wish she would say their names, and I just don't know their names right now. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So she's about to dox herself, is what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have access to that documentary. That was all you.
That's okay. I have it somewhere, but that's alright. To tell
Names.
my guardians about yeah. It.
That
And so I
makes
never went to
sense.
the doctors for it, and
So you haven't been to a doctor's for quite a while?
I mean I do my checkups.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I just
fair. Okay.
rarely go.
I'm just making sure. That's a very important thing. Making sure you get your yearly checkups.
It's really important. You should go to the doctor a lot.
But interesting, yeah, because my abilities have been loosely labeled as magic, kind of, not really. I have like 3 different training schedules, like taped together.
Ugh.
Yeah, I pull out the 3 different things. He crossed out the ones that I need to adhere to and the ones I don't need to adhere to.
How do you have free time?
So I train really fast. I don't need to train very much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I can kind of just
Yeah,
work
I guess
really
that says
fast.
run 5 miles. That's like
10 minutes at worst.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not that fast.
That's if you're going really slow.
Yeah.
that's like
How
that's
stacked
like
is
That's if you're
Fast
doing.
human.
That's if you're
How
like
s-
speed walking.
yeah.
How stacked is my training regiment?
So,
Fairly strong, or fairly like stacked. All of your guys' is. Yeah, because
We're
the
young
issue
heroes.
with hers is that she
Can't
goes
improve
into
it.
a form
She literally
that
can't
she
improve her
can't
power.
train with.
because it just
and
turns
since they
back to
don't-
its base form each
Since
time.
no one really understands how her power works yet, there's not much they can do.
So
to
what's
make
been
it better.
recommended by her is just to keep physically fit. Since she's not gonna be herself when she's fighting, there's no need for her to learn hand-to-hand combat or defensive techniques. For you guys, all of you guys can't just shift into I'm big and strong, so you have to learn defensive techniques. A lot of Sunny's training is mostly just seeing if his powers will go further.
Just keep
get
punching him and
stronger.
hope to get they get
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing mine is based on like reflexes to be able to like redirect attacks to where they don't.
Oh yeah, but a lot of it still is like defensive training and,
Yeah.
and martial arts and hand-to-hand combat and stuff. Coach Watson is very impertinent that you guys have to learn how to not get your neck broken by a punch and stuff. He's like he consistently brings up the fact that one injury could ruin your hero career. And he's not about to let that happen to you guys. He's very obstinate about it to the point of it almost
Because he thinks we could be
annoys.
the best.
He does think all of his heroes are gonna be the best.
The best.
Alright.
Wait, no, we're getting cover it.
And I was just curious because
Because of the YouTube god.
it's very unclear whether or not my powers are magic, if they're not magic, what they are, why they are, and if I'm actually just a speedster. So
No,
I
I
was
went
curious
through
if
the
this
whole
was
training thing or testing thing, and they don't think it's magical. It's if anything, this is magical.
You're not magical though.
Mhm.
It's just something that you have.
But they believe that since this is related to something that I had done when I was younger, that it might be more of a physical manifestation of my consciousness. I don't know what that means.
So you just manifested
So
powers?
it's your imagination.
That's what they're thinking now.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what the difference between that and magic is. But
I guess pulling on a different source.
yeah, they can't really test my genetics, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your genetics just don't test?
No.
Is that
No?
too personal?
Sorry,
A little bit.
sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
not trying to ask personal questions. I totally get not fully understanding your powers. I do not either. Mine are very weird. So, that was why I was scared, because you seem to be one of the other people here who have very weird powers that just kind of don't make sense.
I have very weird powers.
They're very cool. I like them a lot. They're
I like them a
really
lot too.
powerful. Really useful.
I mean, I've had like these. It's weird calling them characters now that I'm like and them.
Yeah.
You could call them personas.
You certainly
I'm
could do
gonna
that.
actually just ask you leave the table.
Okay.
I'm upset about that.
I'm sorry.
Anyways.
I don't know if I want to play this game anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Pick
The
that
game
up.
sucks actually. Quincy ruined it.
The dog's gonna get
GSC?
Actually, what's up?
GSC?
I think I put off tabletop forever.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Okay. Wow.
No,
Wow.
understandable,
Wow.
understandable.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
Look in the newspapers tomorrow. Look for obituaries.
Whoa.
Fucking escalate, huh?
Okay. Wow.
Not for me, for all of the people I'm gonna kill on this rampage. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Quincy. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
I cannot train as much as you guys, or at least nothing much to train.
No, that's
if
right.
you guys ever want to get punch something like physical, I can do one of my forms.
Yeah, sure.
If you guys ever want help, I can try to pick
you
up
guys-
the.
Yeah.
Would know
I
that
mean,
he
I'm
has
eventually going to
requested
try to work on
you to see
punching
right
things
in
as
the
well.
character.
Yeah.
Not even just
I
that,
wasn't
he
able to
gets
get
that,
much
but
to it
also
today,
that
but I'm
he
trying
wants
to, like,
train with her because
punch
she's
something,
the
then
only person he
amplify
can train with.
the sound behind the punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Sonny wants to train with you as well because you're like the only person he can punch. Because you can actually resist him.
That makes sense.
I point over to the probably still broken impact machine.
Yeah, it's cratered.
He
Did
did
he do
that.
that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh wow.
Not what that was.
Not at all.
That was her protecting her star.
Yes,
Scared.
that was her going, I don't think I want to train with him.
Yeah. But
Her
do you
job.
do you have like a? I need to get the hero phone. I'm still using my personal phone. Do you have like a hero phone or a way that we can contact you?
Yeah, I had a spare, so I hadn't activated it. She goes into her backpack and she pulls out one. Yeah, this is my phone.
Okay.
They have me set up for all of my hero
Nice.
stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I get down her phone number. Do you mind if I give this to everyone on our team?
Not at all. Just don't give it to anyone else.
Of course not. That's why
my
I was
agent was
asking.
very particular about not,
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's why I just wanted to make sure you were
because then
okay
they'll
with
have
us
to like
sticking
reset the contact, and apparently that's really annoying. And there's an activation fee and everything. And
No, that sounds annoying if you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds very annoying. But
But
yeah, no, we'll our team will have it so we can contact you. I will get you. I'm probably going to take the new phone soon because I probably do want to keep a separate phone. So I'll probably do that first, and then I'll give you my new phone
yeah.
number.
Yeah. When you guys get your hero accounts activated, let me know.
Of course, I think that's
we'll reach out
tomorrow.
there. Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
If you don't have the buzz up, you should probably get it.
I do.
Yeah.
I think
Ooh.
most of us do, except for
I did.
Mayfly.
Yeah.
He probably won't.
I kind of made one a while ago, but I think Klein's gonna
But-
make a new one.
Probably, yeah. I mean, you want a personal one, then. Oh, do you have a hero one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't have a hero one. I just got my personal one. So.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, it was great training with you.
Yeah.
We'll see you around.
Of course. All right. Bye. She heads up.
Nice.
That went really well.
Okay.
Since
Wait, I'll roll for her in her training. Which dice should I use?
Dex. Just
What?
fly. Oh, which
What
die?
dice?
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
No,
which
use
one
the
was the one
dexterity
rolling
die,
actual
Jeremy. Do
20s
it.
yesterday?
I don't know. I was using like 3 different dice. The whole way.
Use the Xavier dice. 'Cause I like
Xavier
them.
dice?
Yeah,
Okay.
stars.
That's so cute. Okay, 9, just below average.
Okay.
She's not a very good skater.
No.
She's learning.
She trips on the way out.
She's not on
She's not in
anymore.
skate. She just
She
trips
trips on the way out.
on the
She
way
trips on the way out.
She tries to skate in her shoes.
Her Converse are untied. She grabs to tie them when she was talking to you guys.
She picks herself up. See ya. So yeah, you guys are left alone in the gymnasium.
She's very strange.
I mean, we're really strange.
All of us are very strange.
Most of us are really strange. I think you're probably the most. You and Paradise are probably the most normal of all of us.
That is fair, I suppose. And like as a person, I think I'm normal. My powers are abnormal. I would agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're very weird. I still don't get them. Nobody gets them, and I probably have to spend a few $1,000s to have a chance of getting them.
So probably not for a while.
Probably not, though. It is pretty high priority with me.
You could start saving it up now, and I could help you.
I've got a couple $1,000s in savings. I just don't know if I want to use that on that.
Of course, I would use the hero work that we're doing to save up for that.
Exactly. Probably do that.
I have to spend probably my money coming in tomorrow on equipment for Searvax.
Oh, that makes sense.
I have to get a crowbar because
Crowbars are
I was
useful,
trying to
that's
use a screwdriver, and that is not how you use a screwdriver.
it. No, it's not.
I should also get better tools for.
To be fair, it was one of Jet's screwdrivers, so it's probably pretty sturdy, actually. Or is it one of yours?
It was one of mine. I have a personal set because I work on my door jammers all the time.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, Tuesday and Thursday, if I'm not in an interview, I will be working on that.
Okay, I might be able to stop by. I don't know what the whole process for me to get into agency is going to be. I don't think it'll be too bad. I think they're basically going to be able to accept me pretty easily because they know who I am in every regard of who I am. So,
And you have an in.
and I have a recommendation from somebody who's working for an assistant of Bauer. So
Oh,
I should be fine.
yeah,
Yes.
more than fine. That's really awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be great. She's
That's
actually
so
my,
cool.
She's actually my roommate in my dorms. She's one of the other people who got the scholarships.
Yeah.
Very impressive. She's from Tokyo. She moved here this summer, so it's very cool to see. Apparently, they do drills for villain attacks. They do drills for where to evacuate and such.
Oh
They
my God.
like have whole systems for it. It's kind of pretty cool, actually.
That would be kind of cool if they had those type of protocols for heroes based on locations as well.
Yeah, here that's kind of counterintuitive to Marcainne's whole system, no, so it doesn't really work here.
What do you mean?
They want you to watch the fights.
That's fair enough. But for example, I wish we would have had that whenever the fight between Shark Attack and what was it, Riptide?
Yes. Don't get me wrong. Do I think it'd be beneficial? Yes. I'm not saying that. I think it would be beneficial. I just don't think Marcainne will ever consider the thought.
There's a lot of thoughts I don't think Marcainne considers that I think would be
Yeah, no, that's fine.
better. But I'm just one person.
Yep. I mean that is kind of how the city is, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to get my fire a little better, and I'll hopefully be able to actually weld material at a better way. I might have to ask my dad for help with that because he would be the best person actually to train me on that, and he offered already to bring me to his work.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
But also my dad's great. He really is. He's a very intense person.
I think you've met my dad before. He can be intense about certain things as well.
Yeah.
Especially heroes.
Yeah. My dad has thoughts on heroes. Not too bad. Just not great. But no, he is very passionate, and he believes that I can do what he can do and better, which I can't yet. So.
But you're so young.
That is fair. And I
And
have powers
you're-
he doesn't, but that's kind of the reason I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this because I have powers that he doesn't. So I don't know if my gifts are a little bit more spread out.
That's fair enough. But also, I mean, you're going to be training a lot more than he is.
That is true. He's considered actually taking on a professional trainer at one point.
Really?
Yeah. If we make it big, and I'm
You
able
could
to
have
help
him
support
now.
them. I mean, also he might just go into higher fields as well because he is fully capable of doing more than just welding. He just likes welding. So.
But I'm certain if it was to help you.
Oh no, he'd be more than happy to ask for me to help me. He just does this thing where he gets really excited about something, and then like even if I'm not doing well at something, he will insist that I can do something, even though I'm not capable of doing that something. So it can feel very bad whenever he's like, "You're my daughter. You're immune to fire. I know you are, and I'm not immune to fire." And then he would never like actually try to hurt me with it, but he would get really close with it, and not actually hurt me, but he would keep testing it. So he's very intense, and the problem is that he believes in me too much. That is surprisingly a problem.
Man. Picture the entire time being like,
I felt that emotion my entire life, Quincy. My entire fucking life. I don't know, I just feel like my parents take too much care of me, and now I can't help myself.
For real, we're
Victor.
a little Trinity pilled right now.
Oh, a completely valid take. Also, I'm screaming.
I think that's gonna happen a lot this campaign.
Oh yeah.
Because Victor, so much. That does sound really tough. My problem's always kind of the opposite way, but I guess it's easy to not disappoint if no one expects anything out of you.
Sorry. I'm not meaning to
Sorry.
complain about it. It's just me being a little.
No, I get it.
A
It can be a
little
lot
bit.
of it can be a lot of pressure, especially to constantly have the bar pushed higher before you're even able to reach it.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, and other parts of it, you know, it's. My parents are very intense and care about me a lot, but when they care about you a lot, it is very difficult. I've gone to great lengths to cultivate a relationship that makes me look like they have no need to worry about me.
Yeah.
And thank goodness I thought to go to literally anywhere else with the police, because that would have shattered that, and I would have. The only reason I can be so
That
free.
would have broke your parents' hearts.
Yeah. The only reason I can be so free as a hero
Also,
is
you would
because.
have grounded for a year.
Yeah.
But regardless.
The only reason I can be so free as a hero is because I've done a very good job cultivating that. They don't know. They believe me. Every time I say that I'm going to sleep in my dorm, they believe that. Which I am sleeping there by the end of the night. I'm just usually doing other things before that.
Yeah. So it's not really a lie.
No, it's not.
It's just a
not the
little
truth.
bit of omission.
Yeah.
Some careful editing.
There's no need to lie to my parents if they don't believe I'm lying.
Yeah.
Very useful. I don't like lying to them either. It's just, I don't want to have that conversation with them until I know heroing is going to work out in the long term.
Yeah. I sometimes I wonder if my family's going to, specifically my dad, is going to figure out you guys' identities.
I mean, probably knows jets or mayflies.
Yeah, at the very least, because he knows mine.
Would he do anything with that to be figured out ours?
Probably not allow you at the house, but
that's
that's not really a downside,
No, not
because
really.
I wouldn't.
Your sister's mean.
Yeah, she's the nicer one of the two.
That is fair.
She used to be a lot nicer whenever she was like 11, 12, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's like, early teens.
yeah,
Yeah,
that Victor's not bringing that up intentionally.
She's,
All of her behavior has been post-divorce.
she's an early teen. They're typically pretty venomous, so they typically grow out of it.
I hope so.
So
I hope so.
my sister's a little. She's not that bad, but she's a little.
You know,
Yeah.
I had leftovers from the steakhouse, and they were gone this morning, and they were on her desk.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
to be fair, it's your fault for sending the Snapchat.
That is true. That is actually facts. I'm sorry about that, though.
No, it's okay.
Hopefully, we'll get to keep going there, though. I mean, this was very nice. I like
Goodness, I hope so. We'll probably be out of Quality Hills though before we go
that.
back.
Yeah.
But
I
we
never considered writing something in to stay in Quality Hills. I personally am okay with moving up, but I know that I particularly feel like Sunny has some thoughts on that.
I don't know. I also kind of agree with Rising Star. I think that 12th Ward, 13th Ward especially, they don't get heroes, and it doesn't feel like anyone believes in them.
No, I totally get you. There's merit to that.
But they also don't allocate any resources.
Yeah,
But
they really don't. But the problem is, like, the problem is ultimately is that moving up is a very important thing in Marcainne. That is how the city is structured.
Yes.
So, moving up is kind of required, unfortunately.
If we want to make see any changes ourselves,
Exactly.
rather than the small one we can make in.
Exactly. They're not going to listen to a hero team sitting in 12th Ward that doesn't move anywhere. We have to move up and keep moving up as far as we can. And, hopefully one day they'll give us that one spot on the 6. Probably not, but, I can hope.
Oh my goodness, I could only dream.
I truly and honestly think they have high expectations for us. I believe more than anything, the reason they have us set up as one slot instead of individual slots is for that purpose.
It's for a.
If we were to ever get on the 6, we don't throw their whole system into disarray.
Yeah, because other than that, we'd probably take up the.
It would take up the most of the roster, yeah.
And then we'd be responsible for
The top
6 words.
5 wards.
5
There are
wards.
5 of us. They would not move blind, and also that would imply that we get to dethrone all of the other 5, which I don't think that is the case. I think we will be. I think the merit of us being able to get onto the 6 is the fact that there are 5 of us, and
Yeah.
the 5 of us can be stronger than one of them.
I just wish they
Pretty
would
reasonably.
pay us a little bit more than as.
I think that is a happy consequence of that situation. Is they do not have to pay us as much.
Yeah.
That is part of the reason I'm going for agency, is because I will get paid significantly more for that work, as well as get access to many resources for us as a team.
Interns.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, I also get paid more than I work at industries.
I also get a slight pay buff, but not by like much more than maybe like 50 cents to $1. But that's still.
But you guys are projecting yourselves into really good careers. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I really hope your process goes well.
I hope so. I have been trying my best to get better at having faith in what I'm doing, because everything I've tried so far has worked out for me. So I think it'll go well.
And you're investing a lot of trust into new allies, so.
Yeah, a little bit, but also like. Again, there's not really.
It won't bite you in the ass, I promise.
Well, no, I not right away at least. Not for a while.
But eventually we just start being smart about it.
Yeah. Well, she was also just one person who was gonna figure it out right away. So.
Yeah, but you aren't heading with us to the.
No. So I really do not want to afford to get caught, since I'll be working for agency. And the reason I will do that is because I don't have access to resources. But if I do that, I will have access to resources.
I guess that's fair. I guess eventually I'll probably stop too.
Yeah, probably wise. It's been risky the whole time. I don't go all that often. That was only like my 8th time going.
Yeah.
It's a good time to go over there. But last time, especially with the attack and all that, I don't want to go again. A little bit nervous with how that went, so no reason to risk it, in my opinion. But if you guys find anything, let me know.
But it's almost kind of safer because you can always be heroes.
That's true. We can always be like, oh, didn't this place get attacked? We're fucking patrolling.
In the 11th ward.
Tayana can do whatever she wants. I also think it's a bad idea if you guys keep doing this into the later game, but right now I think it's fine. At least you have
early
the
game, this
excuse
is the
of
support we need.
Truly it is.
Yeah.
Tayana's just really anxious because
that's
she
what I'm
really
saying.
wants this position.
Yeah.
So she's going to not go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we could really just, hey, we're going to do some investigating around here. just to double check on some things, and then the camera's out.
It hits around, I don't know, you trained with her for a few hours, around 8, 9.
Yeah, makes sense.
Before you realize you have no door jammers. Or camera jammers.
Yeah, you know.
You were supposed to work on those all day today.
Oh, did you fuck us?
I guess we're not going tonight. I text the group chat.
Lawrence is mad. I can't even express.
When do you guys usually go to the yard?
Usually 11 o'clock.
Yeah, 11 o'clock. You have 2 hours.
Do you want help? I can try to help.
30 minutes of that
You are
is getting to
super
Jet's
fast.
place, and 30 minutes of that is getting to the
Alright,
place.
get on your
So you have about an
skateboard.
hour to work.
Get on your skateboard. We're gonna go. I'm going to help you get there. I'm not going there.
Alright.
Do you send the text or do you try and?
I sent a text being like, "Hey guys, had a pretty busy day today. I didn't really get the opportunity to work on my door jammers the way I want. I'm really gonna try to cram out a few tonight. If I don't, I'll send you a text in about an hour. I'm so sorry."
Send a text. But we're going to Jet's house, so Jet's
I
going
know,
to be there. So it's just.
But it's
one
still
person.
gonna take time, and possibly at least Sonny will
Okay.
reach it.
Yeah,
Read it
probably.
in that time.
Probably. Get on your skateboard. We're going. I'm pulling you.
I also didn't think we were gonna be there till 8. Huh? Is that you calling me?
No, that's a text. You better get your shit together.
I replied to
We
your
need a new TV.
I replied to your message with bruv.
Bruv goes crazy.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Sorry, I didn't expect.
I love
We were talking with Rising Star for a while. I'm sorry. Helping her train.
And after all the work we did today,
Tiana,
no idea
truly
what
living
they've
the
been up to.
American dream.
Work?
Okay, I'm gonna pause really quickly.